Football is here, people. Week 8 is here. Actually, it was already started, began on Thursday. So, I don't know why I'm too excited, but it's a Sunday football. It's here. And it starts with the Vikings playing against the Browns in London, which is at 9:30 Eastern in the US and 2:30 p.m. in the UK. So, the Vikings going against the Browns. The Vikings second time in London. The Browns, this is their first time. Sorry. Deshaun Kaiser is going to be starting. I'm guessing yes, more likely. Vikings QB Case Keenum. Last time he was in London, he didn't have a good game, especially against the New York Pass defense. NYPD, love that name, but it's easy with a different team. So I'm favoring the Vikings to win this game simply because of their defense. Browns, I don't see them generating enough offense in order to stop the Vikings. On paper, this is it. On paper, there is one winner, but games are not won on paper. And given that this is the Browns' first game in London, I want to see an upset. But I don't think I'm going to see an upset simply because the Vikings are too strong, both offensively and definitely defensively. So the Vikings to win this game. Next game, the 49ers against Philadelphia. One of the best team, if not the best team, given that they have the best record in the league at the moment, going against the 49ers, who had one of the worst games of the season. The 49ers had one of the worst games against the Dallas Cowboys. So, are they going to try to bounce back from that? I don't see it happening. Philly, too good, both offensively and defensively, just like the Vikings. And that's why I am favoring them to win this game. 49ers, you're hoping, based on how high they are ranked in terms of pass offense, which is 12th, they might be able to generate enough offense to disturb Philadelphia's plans, but the defense is not going to be able to stop Carson Wentz and his boys. So Philly to win this game. The Panthers against the Bucs. Panthers lost against the Bears. Without the Bears offense being on the field most of the game. So Cam Newton with the so-called off-field issues. This is something that I feel like is a bit misinterpreted, especially when you talk about off-field issues. Cam Newton is a quarterback in the NFL, and these issues take place during the press conferences, which is part of his work. So has it been any personal thing related to him? I would understood that, but given that these so-called off-field issues actually relate to his work, they're definitely not off-field issues. There is a link here, so people need to try to pass the message more adequately to others in that regard. They're going against the Bucs, who've lost a close game against the Bills last week. They have the third best pass offense. Panthers have the 5th best defense. So this is going to be an interesting game to watch. The Bucs lost on the road. The Panthers lost on the road. I don't see the Bucs losing at home, and that's why they are my pick for this week. The Bears against the Saints. Like I said, the Bears their offense was basically not on the field. So Mr. Trubisky didn't have much to do. He's going against Drew Brees, who's playing at home. Drew Brees is going to throw the ball. It's definitely going to be a Drew Brees game. But like I said, you never know what will happen. And no one predicted the Bears defense to be so physical and so reactive throughout the game against the Panthers. So I don't know what might happen, but I'm sticking to my guns and I'm going against the Bears, and I'm going for the Saints to win this game. Falcons against the Jets. Jets, they are the revelation of the season so far. Many people predicted actually expected them to tank in order to get better QB for the following season, but it hasn't been the case. They're doing the unexpected. They're bowling. They're getting close to games, which I believe they should win, but for silly mistakes. Josh McCown is doing things that not many people expected, like what he did against Miami, where he shouldn't throw the ball, and he did throw the ball, which resulted in the loss. But I feel like against the Falcons, they might disrupt the Falcons' offense and win this game. And this is why I'm not gonna go against them, but I'm gonna go. Yes, I will go against them. I will go against the Falcons. I will go against the Falcons, and I'm picking the Jets to win this game. Raiders against the Bills. Traded Master Darius to the Jags, so there is less run stuffing happening. Even though Darius hasn't been playing enough for them, but I feel like when you've got something, it's better than nothing. I always believe that. So, where in the case of the Raiders, they don't have much on it. So the Bills are third best against the rush. So I'm surprised that they let Master Darius go. But they might have their own reason. They might have somebody in the back, or somebody who's able to come up the bench and do enough in order to replace the production that Master Darius did for them. As it pertains to the Raiders, are they going to throw the ball throughout the entire game? It's going to be a tough one. Because the Raiders are one of the best team in terms of against the pass. They're also one of the best teams in terms of points per game. The Bills don't concede that many points per game. Raiders is going to be a tough matchup, but I'm seeing Derek Carr doing enough, especially given Mari Cooper and Michael Crabtree on the outside. So Raiders to win this game for me. Colts against the Bengals. Bengals had a tough matchup against the Steelers. The Steelers did what they had to do, run the ball. Antonio Brown had his fair share of passes, but with the Colts, I don't see them doing anything. The last, in terms of points conceded per game, Colts needs to find ways to win games. I don't know how, whether it's waiting for Andrew Luck to come back on time before the end of the season, if that might be the last option, but they need to find ways to win games, and I don't see it happening at the moment. I'm going to go for the Bengals to win this game, especially given that they are second against they are the second best team against the pass. So sorry, Jacoby Brissett, but sorry. Yeah. Chargers against the Pats. This is an interesting matchup. You got two of the veterans in the league going against one another, but this is an interesting fact. The Patriots are number one in terms of offense and last in terms of pass defense. You know Philip Rivers is going to throw the ball, but can the Patriots do enough to stop Melvin Gordon? That for me is the key for them to win the game. If the Patriots don't do enough to stop Melvin Gordon, for me this is the Chargers game all the way. But having seen how poor the Patriots rush defense is, I don't feel like that's going to be the case, and I'm going for Chargers to win this game, especially given the fact that they've got Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa, two excellent pass rushers. This might be a case of doubling either one of them in order to stop them getting to Brady. Either way, one of them is going to get to Brady, and it's not going to be good. It's not going to be a good afternoon for them. So that's why I'm going for the Chargers to win this game. Texans against Seahawks. Texans, my dog, Deshaun Watson. Man, this guy is good. I'm loving pretty much everything he's doing at the moment. But this is the tough matchup. It's probably the toughest matchup he's probably going to have this season against the Seahawks. Fifth best against the pass. They're not that good against the rush, which might be one of the things the Texans might be able to use in order to get them an advantage throughout the game. They're the best team in terms of points allowed per game. They only allow 15.7 points per game. That's tremendous. That's absolutely insane. And you see the Texans coming in town, they're scoring lots of points. Are they going to be able to replicate the points they've scored over the past few weeks against the Seahawks? Deshaun Jackson, it doesn't need to be in the pocket to throw the ball. That's why I love him, because he's arguably one of the best throwers right now outside the pocket. Apart from, of course, the top dogs, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. But right now, I love it. I love how every time Deshaun Watson is under pressure in the pocket, comes out, looks down the field and throws the ball. This kid has a big future, and then if he can prove that against the Seahawks, he's definitely going to cement his place in this league. So I'm looking forward to seeing him play. But I'm going to go against him simply because of that defense, and I'm going to go for the Seahawks to win this game. The Cowboys against Washington, division game. Washington currently ranked higher in terms of defense and also better against the rush. So for me, the key here is stopping Zeke, because you got Josh Norman's coming back, and you've got a few good corners that can also do the job against Williams, and also you got DJ Swearinger that could potentially stop Jason Witten. So if Washington is able to stop the run, stop Zeke, and ask Dak Prescott to throw the ball, then the game might be more interesting. But if they don't do like I said, and allow Zeke to rush for at least 80, let's say 100 yards, this game is going to be a Dallas Cowboys all the way. But Washington, in their side, from I don't want to count them out as well, especially given Chris Thompson in the backfield. You got Rob Kelly, who's going to run the ball. You've also got Terrell Pryor, who actually came out and said, I haven't been playing well and I need to perform better. This might be a statement game for him, and I'm going to go for Washington to win this game simply because they're playing at home and they have the home field advantage. So watch out for the Capital team. Steelers against Lions. The first number one ranked pass defense against a guy that literally throws the ball most of the throughout the entire game. It's going to be a tough matchup for him. I don't feel like Matthew Stafford is going to have his way against that team, especially against that defense. The key for them is to be able to stop not only Antonio Brown, but most importantly, Le'Veon Bell. If you're able to stop Le'Veon Bell, both rushing and passing, and then you can get Darius Slay on Antonio Brown, again another corner on Martavis Brown, who's probably going to be benched given what happened on Twitter. But either way, if Juju Smith comes off the bench, you're gonna have to get someone to be on him. But as long as you're able to stop one of the bees, two of the bees, Brown and Bell, you can hopefully try to stop the Steelers advancing. But like I said, this offense is very important, and I don't see them losing. But now I'm thinking about the Lions at home. It's one of those teams where you know they will do enough to win this game. So I'm gonna go against the Steelers. I'm gonna go for the Lions to win this game. Yes, I'm going for the Lions to win this game. Even though they're coming back from a bye, I feel like it may be good for them. They've rested, fresh, coming out, and then they need to win this game. And I'm going to go for them to win this game, which is the Broncos against the Chiefs. Broncos against the Chiefs. This is going to be a good game for Trevor Sieman if he needs if he needs a game, this is probably the game to pull out a win against Kansas City Chiefs team. He will definitely have the backing of his entire team and also the administration. But if he's not able to do so, I'm afraid he's probably going to end up being benched. If he's starting, of course, but there are no reports regarding his availability or inavailability. So we're gonna have to watch. We're gonna have to wait and see that. This is gonna be it's gonna be one of those games where Trevor Sieman, who's currently not on an injury report, is gonna have to showcase so much talent and so much endeavor that allows him to actually win the game, because this Kansas City Chiefs defense is not actually very good. It's not actually one of the best. That defense is not as good as they used to be. Ever since they lost Eric Berry, so you would think the Broncos offense, whether it's Trevor Sieman, if he can do the business, can take advantage of that and win against this team. But it's going to be a tough matchup. It's a Monday night game. All eyes on you. You've got to go out and deliver. And I believe Trevor Sieman can do the business. But also on the other side, you got Alex Smith. Alex Smith lost the last game against the Raiders. He's hoping to come back and prove a point that he's not the usual Alex Smith, because he knows there was a kid on the bench who was about to take his place. Probably not this year, but he wants to prove that he still got it. And he has proven that already this season. But he's going to need his offense to actually allow him to do that. And I hope we can see a very good game on Monday Night Football. So this is my predictions for this weekend's games. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below, like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll see you for the week, and I shall update you with my thoughts and reaction regarding the losses and wins and results. So, good weekend.